Okay, mic check. Mic check. Oh, my green light's going up and down, so I've got sound. It's all good. I'm just setting up the last of the OBS stream and getting some pictures ready and stuff like that, so I'll be clicking over to the main camera in a second. I've got nothing planned tonight. I have got a few things lined up, but as usual, I'm going to lead you guys to lead the conversation. Colin Walker, thank you, sir. Thank you for watching my videos. Okay, it's 8 o'clock, people. Am I ready? I've got sound. The OBS is working. My stream status says good. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Excellent. 3, 2, 1. Good evening. Welcome to Thursday, the 23rd of May. This is my live stream that I do to you guys and just answering questions and talking about some of the things that are new on my front. And tonight we've got some things I'm going to be showing you that I know is coming. I've got an unboxing thanks to Jason Richard Brogden, which I haven't even opened this yet, Jason. I know what it is, but I thought I'd open it on camera because I'm excited. And Svi, I don't think you're in here yet, but if you are, this will make you happy. So there you go. I will look at the chat. Hopefully I won't get as far behind as I did last week. I was about a page behind and trying to catch up was a living nightmare, but that's that. The other thing is it's baking hot in here, so I'm under 2 studio lights. Alex, I will show you a picture of how I got my lights set up later on as well, so you can see how I do my videos. I've taken a picture rather than have a video round, so you'll be able to see that. But for that reason, I've got great big Juliet balcony the other side of these screens here with the door open. So if you hear loads of kids screaming, it's because they're all outside having a bit of a fun time in the hot weather. Because if you're not watching from the UK, we've got a hot day today, and I think tomorrow's going to be hot as well, so that's going to be good. Anyway, oh, thank you, the mic works. That's good news. As you see, I haven't got headphones on, so I don't know. The only way I know my mic's working is from this green bar down here that's blinking up and down. So see, I've got my microphone up here again now. If you've noticed, my blue one that I had here, the condenser mic has gone because my daughter needed a microphone and I had 2. So I'll put my Yeti blue mic back up here and she's got that one. So, Thunderbirds. Hey, Alex, have you noticed something else that's changed in the man cave? Kind of. Anyone notice something else? Phil Beresford, I've only got Tetris at the moment. I really want to get Super Mario Land, so I need to look around on eBay for that, I guess. The newest thing is, look, the DeLorean is finished. It's got the Mr. Fusion there. Is not on, because there's no way I'm taking pipes off. So you'll have to let me know what you think of that. The video for that is coming out tomorrow. There's only one more tiny bit to do, and that's just the vertical slide of the vent and the bits that hang over the tailgate. That's coming in issue 126, which is next week. Issues 127, 28, 29 and 30 are all the plutonium box with the rods and the alarm clock. So the car is finished as of next week. But I won't be doing a like a showcase build until issue 130. And the reason for that is that they finally put the English version of this leaflet in regarding the extension. Let me show you that. There it is there. I'm going to read it to you because some of this is really interesting. It says, following many of your requests, we are pleased to announce that your Back to the Future DeLorean model collection will be extended with new elements. A new set of wheels, train rails and a light-up hood box will allow you to transform your DeLorean and recreate the iconic Back to the Future 3 scene over 29 issues. To thank you for your loyalty, we will give you the first issue of this extension for free. It will be included with issues 130. So regardless of whether you're going to get this or not, when you get issue 130, you're going to be having issue 131 too. I've also confirmed that if you're getting this from the newsagents when you pick up your 130, you'll get that in the same plastic thing as well. So 130 and 131 are going to be together. It says, can you continue to find your new issues in all the usual stockists for the duration of the collection so you will not miss an issue? So it's just saying that. I didn't realise the hood box lights up, so I don't know where they're going to get the power from that from. I'm guessing it's probably going to be from the trunk light. That's probably what's going to power that, but who knows. But the most interesting thing of this is the website that they want you to link to. Look, www.delorean.com. Now, if you link to that website, it takes you to the official DMC DeLorean site. Nothing to do with Eagle Moss. So if DeLorean start to get, or the DMC manufacturers start to get a lot of information about how they can turn their DeLoreans into trains, I think it's going to freak them out a bit. Obviously, that web address is wrong. So whoever made this leaflet, you need to do some copyright checking, because that's not right. But I didn't include that in the video that's coming out tomorrow, but I thought I'd mention it now on this stream. So, James Nolan, thank you for watching my videos. Siggy Werner, hello from Germany, Nuremberg. Guten Abend, Siggy. Svi, you are here. You're going to love the Marshmallow Man. That's what's coming. That's what's in this box. And I know some people have got one, but I've never owned one of these, so I'm getting excited to do it. I'm going to be putting it up there. The other thing you might notice in my retro corner, look, I've got the Rubik's Cube. And I wanted to do an 80s retro thing on Sunday regarding the Rubik's Cube, but I'm buddying it up with the Rubik's Snake. I still know how to build things with a Rubik's Snake, and I am going to be mucking that up live on camera and solving it live on camera as well. And I will be using an instruction thing how to solve it, so depending on how long that takes is depending on how much I speed the video up. This heat gives you a headache. Drink plenty of water, narcoleptic tinkerer. It's good to acclimatise yourself, though. Put up with the heat for now, and then when summer comes, it won't be that bad. But you've got to remember, because of spring turning into summer, there's still humid out there at the moment. That's why even I'm sweating at the moment. I can't. You'll see it on my DeLorean video. It was fiddly just to fit 2 wires in that DeLorean and put that reactor plate in there. Whoa! No wonder they put that as the last issue for the subscribers. I don't know when you guys are going to get your last issues, 126 to 130 or 131. You've got a hoverboard, Svi. I have. That's on top there. You see that? And I've got a 1/8 version for the DeLorean as well. David O'Flanagan, my DeLorean's still in 2 pieces as I've got so much wiring to do. Tell me about it, David. When it comes to issue 91 and you have to put them all together, make sure all your electrics are in place first, because you really don't want to be opening it up. So, Alex McDonald's, W.A. Smiths, if you've got a subscription with them, they're automatically going to get up to 100 and, what is it, 659? They will be getting up to 159, that's confirmed. Dav1301, where did I get the mini arc reactor? Someone sent that to me. That was Beanie Bear. He might be on here, actually. But he sent it to me about 2 weeks ago. I didn't have a clue what it was that was coming. He just said he wanted to send me something. He did, and my jaw hit the floor. It's absolutely amazing. The funny thing is, Beanie Bear, if you're watching this, the remote that operates that and puts it in different modes also operates the RGB in my desktop PC down here, which I didn't realise. So every time I turn that on, my PC changes colour, which is quite fun. But you guys send me loads of things. I've had Mike Lane. You saw the video earlier on in the week with the Mike Lane bits. Look, I've got this to open. I can't wait to open that. I've blanked out my address, so there's no way you can get it. But if you want to send me something, then private DM message me and we'll talk about it. So, but that's that. We've got another thing to talk about. It's hot off the press, this one. But if you're a big fan like me, the trailer has just dropped for Star Trek Picard. And what I'm going to do is in chat here, I'm going to link the... no, I'm going to try and link. It's not letting me. There we go. That is the link to the new series, which I believe is going to be released in December. It looks really good. I mean, I love The Next Generation. That's my favourite Star Trek. So it'd be interesting to see where they take that character. He's an admiral in this now. Is there such a thing as a teaser spoiler? I don't know. But yeah, he's an admiral now. Hi, Wayne. Any date for the Aston Martin DB5? I know it's going to be released in America first again. Because obviously it's been out over here. Not long after that, it's going to come to the US. I haven't got a date for the US though, Carl, at the moment. As soon as I will have, I'll let you know. Eagle Moss has said did want me to do a collaboration with that, but I've heard nothing about that at the moment. So we'll have to see. Wonder what is the free... David O'Flanagan, wonder what is the free issue? A box for our screw. Yeah, no, I've got a funny feeling it's to do with the track. I don't reckon it'll be something to do with the cards. I reckon it'll be a few bits and pieces of the track. You look at that track in that picture. I've chucked it on the floor now. There's quite a bit of pieces of track that's going to take up a lot of those 29 issues, I reckon. they took payment on the 21st. I cancelled on the 22nd and asked for email confirmation. What was that for, David? David Fenn, that is. Hello, John Fairbrother. How's it going? Phil Bearson, will your display box fit with the train tracks? Yes, it will. I've already checked the dimensions. There's actually quite a lot of room in there. I've pushed it quite far to the glass this way. There's a lot of gap behind it, and obviously it's got height in it as well. It looks really good, doesn't it? I love that. I love the DeLorean. In the video tomorrow, you'll see it all lit up as well, because my reactor plate box is all lit up with that orangey LY. It looks really, really good. It was a pain in the butt to film, though, I tell you. I've got 4 cameras on it this time, and trying to show you where I'm putting the cables into the bulkheads and stuff. I just hope I've done a good enough job for you. Mark Parker, you're going to sub to build the Enterprise D. The Enterprise D is on hold, Mark Parker, everywhere. Because they're not happy with the design. I believe that it's out in America, but I don't know if that's continuing. I haven't got a clue. It's definitely not coming out over here, though. That's the last thing we heard about that. Is there any more news about the X-Wing build, Lee? Right, Julie Blundell. Right, the X-Wing build. At the moment, you can order issues 1 and issue 2 directly from Italy using the link that's plastered all over the D'Agostini site now. They are coming from Italy. The problem you'll have is if you're in a new housing estate or your house is not on their registered list, you're going to have a problem getting it delivered to you because you need your first line of your address to be pre-registered in their system. Unfortunately, I live on a new housing estate, so I can't get it here. It's not available in the newsagents, so I've had to get it delivered to my mum's house. If you pay by direct debit, you'll get a direct debit mandate come up on your bank, but you won't get anything sent out until a set date of the month. If you pay on credit card or debit card, you'll get it instantly, and that's why a lot of YouTubers that you've seen now are starting to get them. By the look of it, from Life of Brian's, everything he's got is exactly the same as what I got in the trial, which is weird to me. Someone did say there was a difference between the Part 2 issue. I can't see a difference at all. And I've looked at Dave's one. I was under the impression with the US release that the cockpit base had different screw holes and mountings. So if that's the case, then what we've got is still the trial. I guess. I don't know. We'll have to see. But that's all I know about the X-Wing at the moment. I've ordered it. So when it comes through again, I will put it up on the channel. You've probably noticed that I've changed all the thumbnails for my X-Wing ones that are up on the channel now. So I'll have to put a big trial over the front of it or something and then redo them with the new ones when they come out, just so you know what's new and what's a trial. Oh look, I'm getting behind. I need a Zemeckis cube. I'll tell you what, David O'Flanagan, talking about the 80s, does anyone remember Freddie Laker's cube with magnets? And it's all magnets together, and they're all poles are different. And if you've got to put them in the correct way, you can lift the magnet, the cube up. If you don't put it in the right way, you won't be able to pick the cube up. But yeah, Freddie Laker cubes. You can still get them on eBay. I was thinking about getting them to put in the old retro corner here, so that could be fun. I've got one of those gizmos from Gremlins. I used to have a bigger one than that, James. I bought that from the Insomnia Gaming Festival I just went to. I did have a bigger one, but I'd like a nice stripe over the top of it now. A big green gremlin. That'd be wicked. Pellinor, fitting the anchors to the chains in the Bismarck was fun. Why did you think I cut my video when that came? That was a nightmare. In the end, I used these because they are needle point at the end. And I just jammed one in and used the other hand to thread them. So, but yeah, that was a living nightmare. Hoodbox will be using its own button cell battery, so it's not connected to the main DeLorean lighting. Really? How do you guys know that? I haven't seen anything written about that. Platinum K as well. I wasn't aware. I didn't know that. You'd think they'd tell me, wouldn't you? What's the website to the Aston Martin? I haven't got a link at the moment yet, Lee. This was what was just discussed with Eagle Moss. They emailed me a couple of weeks ago regarding the re-release of it. Colin Walker, I believe they are on AliExpress. I believe they're in kit form. You have to build them yourself. There are pre-built ones, but I think they cost a lot of money. So, well, Koenig, good Abend from Deutschland. Well, hello. Do you think the DB5 will be a straight re-release, or will they make some improvements? I don't know, but speculating, David, I would have thought that any issues that they had before, they will learn from. As you've seen with the DeLorean, and obviously like the manual transmission, the screws. They're trying to fix that as they go along with the future releases. So, but you think about all of that work we did on the engine for the DeLorean, and it's for nothing, because there's no way I'm taking that reactor plate out now. That was such a pain to put in and put all the wires in. Why on earth would I want to take it out just so you could see the engine? So I know it's there and it's the beating heart of it, but I don't think I'm ever going to see it again. JM1885 was disappointed with the Terminator trailer, and the CG looked poor, but it's only a trailer. JM1885, if you saw my Twitter feed, that's pretty much exactly what I wrote. I'm surprised you didn't just copy and paste that message from my tweet. Someone asked me about it. Wayne Bounds, hey Wayne, your namesake's here. Saw your Bismarck video this morning, looking good. I'm waiting on the last issues of DeLorean and happily building the Terminator. Well, I'm going to be building something new. I don't know when yet, and I'll tell you why in a second. I'm going to be building... It's not really a spoiler. I'm going to be building the Victory, HMS Victory. I wanted to build a ship with lots of rigging, and I am familiar with this one. And D'Agostini do this, and I'm very happy with D'Agostini as a company. I've never had any problems with their build, so you know, I really wanted to do this. So I've put a suggestion to them. I'm paying for this, by the way. I'm not going to be. Oops, why am I going back to that? I've actually subscribed to the build, which I think is $44.99 a month over 2 years, and it's a lot harder than anything you've seen me build now. It's a lot of wood, a lot of cutting, a lot of drilling your own holes and stuff like that. But I thought what would be good for it is if I take a trip down to the Portsmouth Historic Dockyard and actually go on the Victory and talk about it, take loads of pictures, so that I can use the footage from that when I'm actually building it, so you can actually see the real thing to what we're actually building. I think that's going to be good. That's probably not going to be coming to the later end of summer, because I don't know when my first pack's going to be delivered. And I'm hoping to get down to Portsmouth at the end of June. So we'll see. It's something I've got planned. I think it's going to do really well. So a Rubik's clock? I've never heard of that, David O'Flanagan. Matthew Baum, X-Wing's being released in time for my birthday, August 8th. I did speculate in August. Oh, God. I need a drink. I did speculate an August release because of that date that came up on the video about September, order by September. So, yeah, Ecto 1 has got a countdown now, Alex Bohm, just as Fee said on the American site, showing when it's going to be released. I think it's 200 and, I don't know, 20 million days. Hey, Wayne, I think those wheels quickly open. I had to glue an iron circle because it's stuck loose on the magnet. Mega Nico, the same thing happened to me. I had to glue the magnet in place in the end. But again, I won't ever be opening the wheels. So, you know, it's a nice feature to have that I'm never going to use. I mean, how many people are going to be displaying their DeLorean in hover mode? I have seen some people do the mods underneath with the lights and stuff like that. It looks really good. But, I mean, no, I like it the way it is. It's good. Ethan Dolan. Hi, I'm fine. Thank you very much. A member of the official Back to the Future Facebook group was involved in its design. Oh, cool. Platinum 2105. I know that Joe Walser, who actually was in the design, he did all the measurements and stuff for the hood box and sent them off to Eagle Moss, but he hadn't heard anything the last time I spoke to him. So obviously now it's released, I'm sure he's got a lot more input on that. But I haven't spoke to Joe in a long time because I'm not on Facebook anymore. I've only got the Facebook page. But I'm doing well with social media. I'm only on Instagram and Twitter. I've been off Facebook for about 3 months now, so it's great. I was getting fed up with that social media. DeLorean is 98% complete, not including extensions. That's right, Matthew. I said the next issue, it's complete. Hi, Ian Campbell. Alan Allsop, that's what Penny's doing. What's Penny doing? She's doing the HMS Victory, is she? I love the ship. Oh, the Paper Penny. Yeah, no, I love the ship. I've seen it before. I've never been on it, which is why I want to go to the dockyards as well. And I've got to... I'm on a promise with Mrs. Rhoda Wayne because she wants to see the Mary Rose. Now, when you go to see the Victory, I think it's £18 at the moment, the historic dockyards. The Mary Rose isn't included. So you have to buy a separate ticket to go and see the Mary Rose exhibition and museum as well. But I love Portsmouth. I love Gunwharf Quays. Any of you come from Portsmouth, I used to go down there all the time. Love the place. Port Solent. Oh, if I had the money. Philip Letley just bought the first Knight Rider series on Google Play, but good but very dated. It is. I did that with the A-Team. I couldn't believe how dated it was. Especially when you see the bloke steering the car when it's on auto cruise. Oh, Matthew Boland, you were asked about Terminator trailer. Yeah, no, good. Hopefully they'll improve it for the next one. A bit like what they did with Aladdin. That first trailer wasn't all that, was it? David O'Flanagan, you 3D printed the arc reactor and used copper wire. It lit up like yours. Then decided to make a 3D printed warp core from the Enterprise D. Wow, and use it as a table lamp. Even put in the pulse of it. I bet that looks pretty cool. Pictures, David. I need pictures. Zombie Biker 600. Wayne, do you think Hachette will have addressed the issue of the Terminator fingers that was included in the YouTube in the last video? I don't know. It was interesting that it's appeared in this video, and we definitely know it's coming in the next video, and I'm sure they've had feedback on it. But they can't just provide those little plastic rubber things because the pins are too thick. So they'd have to send pins out as well for them. But if they do, it means you've only got to fix 3 fingers, which is good that it's been identified after 3 fingers. But who knows? I mean, there are plenty of things you can do to make them. You've seen my videos, how I've made them articulate, so because they need to hold a plasma rifle. So, deliberately, you had problems with the door hinge on the DeLorean. Same with film one. That's why McFly kept hitting his head. I used before Eagle must sent me out a new door, and I'm talking all whatever issues it was. There's about 5 issues they sent me. I used fishing wire as a hinge in the end because the hinge broke off. Not good. I mean, looking back on it as we're coming to the end of the DeLorean, we've had a lot of frustrations on the build of DeLorean, but to me, those frustrations sort of made it I can't say a better build, but it did make it more of a challenge that, you know, you think, how are we going to overcome this? And, you know, I was ripping, and at one point I was ready to get the hammer to the thing. I'll tell you, Mrs. World Wayne will tell you, I was going to do a video of me smashing it up. That's how frustrated I got with it. But now it's come to an end. You know, blood, sweat and tears and all that. They always say the most memorable parts of an adventure is the times that you struggled. So, yeah, I'm happy with it. I am happy with it. It's going to be sad. I'm going to probably get emotional when that one finishes again. But yeah, I would do another Eagle Moss. I would. I just wish they'd get their customer service a little bit better and their logistics a hell of a lot better. Other than that, yeah, we're good. The Ecto countdown is counting down to January 1st. Oh, right. Okay, Peter Sharwell. That's cool. Svi, I want to have my DeLorean displayed in hover mode once I get it going again. It's going to be so heavy, Svi. You'll have to do what I've done with the Falcon there. Look. That's 40-pound fishing wire, people. And it's holding it fine. £40. I've never caught a fish that's £40. What do you think of the mod of the Terminator finger? What we had this issue? I think I've just answered that, Lee. Hopefully. What other picture? I had another picture to show you. Hang on. Bear with me. Oh, right. Okay. That's cool. Alex, if you're still here, I won't keep you waiting too long. Let me show you the setup that I've got in the room. I took this just before the stream started, so you'll see the chat on here. This is the setup of the room I've got at the moment. Now, these are big softbox lights that you can get from Amazon. In fact, they're in my Amazon store, which is bit.ly/World of Wayne. I'll link that up later. I've got one that's directly on my face here. The Yeti mic does cover it, but that pretty much lights up most of the room. And then I've got exactly the same one pointing at an angle straight down on my work surface, which is here. This is actually being held up by a hook on the ceiling there as well, because it wouldn't hold the weight. That would just tip over if I didn't have that little bit of reinforcement up there. And then I've got my 3 cameras. That one there, which is a camcorder, is my close-up camera. This is my Logitech C920 camera. This is my Logitech C920 side camera. This is the one I'm talking to you on at the moment with my little Mickey Mouse of a lightsaber there. And if I need to, I'll have my phone out as well, which I'll put around the table here off camera, which gives me another camera. So that's like 5 cameras. What else? Look, there's my Anduril sword as well, with the 1 ring there, and this was the limited edition one. So I've got my certificate of authenticity there. So, oh, Mega Nico, take care, sir. So, but that's how I do my lighting, Alex. You did ask earlier. I hope that's answered your question. But lighting's the most important thing if you're going to do YouTube videos. Forget your camera. Cameras come second. The lighting's the most important thing, and it needs to be blinding you. But it needs to be diffused as well. And those softbox lights that you see on my Amazon store, let me put the link in chat here. bit.ly/World of Wayne. You'll see them in the store there. So yeah, that's all good. Where are we? It would be cool if they had a build kit from Knight Rider. Mark Parker, they've had a trial out, but nothing's happened from that yet. Dolan? It's Dolan. The OA sound. With the OA sound. Dolan. Dolan? Ethan, spell it phonetically for me. I'm Australian. I always pronounce things wrong. Kevin Larkin, hi Wayne. Chatham Dockyard is well worth a visit too. I've never been there. I've only really been to Portsmouth Dockyard, so... Ian Campbell, Victory is great, Wayne. You'll love it. Just watch your head. I've been on the Warrior down there, Ian Campbell. I enjoyed that. I was at the Festival of the Sea, many years ago now, about 10 years ago. So I got to go on the Warrior. And I've seen the Mary Rose myself as well. But yeah, the Victory, I think that's going to be good to actually experience the ship and build something. Because, I mean, who gets to do that? It's not like I can go on the Bismarck now, is it? I've heard that the Victory's got low beams, so I'm going to have to watch my head. Gunwharf Quay's a great place. I'm lucky to live in this part of the world. We tend to overlook what's on our doorsteps. I love Gunwharf Quays. I mean, I used to be coming down to Portsmouth before Gunwharf Quays was built. I'm trying to think what it was. Was it the HMS Victory Nelson? Well, they knocked one of them down, didn't they? To put the HMS Nelson's on the mouth on the cliffs. Sultan? HMS Sultan? No. Well, I know they knocked down a naval base to build it, as my friend's dad was responsible for one of the people building Gunwharf Quays. But yeah, I love Portsmouth. We used to park over in Gosport, get the ferry over, and then spend our nights in Port Solent. Oh, they were good times. I need to go to Portsmouth again. Road Channel, they think they said they send out rework kits for the fingers. That'd be good. It'd be good if they've addressed the problem this early in the build. That'd be brilliant. Stuart Rose, talking about 3D printing, Wayne. I'm well on the way with mine. When are you ordering yours? Stuart, I'm not, because I need a new PC. My PC is chugging along now with these 5 cameras I just messaged you about. I haven't got the bus speed for it, so the PC is my priority now. I'm getting that at the end of June. I'm getting a AMD 2700X processor with a 1060 NVIDIA graphics card for all you tech people, and I'm hoping that will speed up my processing time as well. Visited Mary Rose in 1985. It's still being treated with seawater. Philip Letley, it still is. They're still spraying it with seawater. I think the thing will rot away if they don't treat it. So, well, the last time I visited it, they're still treating it with seawater. It kept misting up the glass on the inside, from what I remember. Road Channel, be glad once the DeLorean's finished. I'll pay to watch you do that, Wayne. Bless. My 1.8 Martin McFly figure will be available in a few weeks. I've heard Zenmorph. I've heard a lot of people are getting this 1.8 Martin McFly figure. I might be interested in that, actually. What 3D printer are you thinking about? I was going to be getting the Creality CR10 S5 with the large printer bed, so I can do massive prints in one go. I have a plan using glass rods for the DeLorean. Hope they'll hold it. Yeah, good luck, Svi. If they don't, you're going to break the wheels, because trust me, they won't last 2 seconds. They're very brittle. I've broke one already. Hence why I'm not using it. It's going to stay in that glass cabinet. And I've got buttons to press to light it up, and that's it. So. Mrs. Welder Wayne's telling you how I'm going to get emotional on these builds. I always do. Okay, I'm gonna Road Channel, nearly time for me to go. My daughter, so I'll have to. Okay, Road Channel, thanks for watching. Mark Bono, if you check your Twitter, Wayne, you'll see you are on cinema screen right now. Everyone says hi. Cool. Hello. Hello, everybody. Right, I'm going to open this gift that I've received from Jason Richard Brogdon. Thank you so much for this. This has come today, and I'm going to put my overhead camera on. And as I said, I haven't opened it. I do know what it is, and it's going to look brilliant when it's on display. It's going to be if I'm right, a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. One of the old ones, if you remember what they look like. He told me about this earlier on, and I was like, oh, yes, please, if I want it. And I understand that he's put some... I'm just making sure there's no notes in here that he doesn't want you to see. I understand he's put some treats in for Phoebe. Look, Phoebe, you've got some treats. Phoebe's watching this downstairs, so she's like, look, Phoebes. She'll be up in a minute. But yeah, this, oh, it's packed really well. I love this. This is great. Look at that. That's absolutely brilliant. 1984 Columbia Pictures. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. And this is going to look excellent. Where am I going to put it? Oh, it's got to go there, hasn't it? It's got to go there. Let's change the camera. It's got to go there. I love it. Jason, thank you so much for that. That looks brilliant. That's going to have pride of place in every video. You've got the rights to say that's what I sent him. It's going to sit there. I just need the Ghostbusters now. I need the Ecto one now. It's whet my appetite. I love it. Thank you, Jason. Thank you so much for that. And I'm sure Phoebe's going to love this. I will bring her up later. She has got her thing about burying these though, all throughout the house. Forget the garden. So I'll find them down my pillows, on the bed, or in the duvet down the bed. Stupid dog. Philip Blackley, I'm not in Hampshire, I'm in Northamptonshire, believe it or not. But I travel down to St Pancras, go across London to Waterloo, and then I get the train normally. I've got a friend who used to live in Gosport. Then he moved to Southsea, and now he lives in Fratton. So I normally stay with him. I've known him for over 30 years. So... And we used to go every month. We'd try and get down there, and we'll either be in the Weatherspoons you got there, which has got a name like the Isambard, I don't know, something, by the Guildhall. But yeah, no, I love Portsmouth. Dolan, Ethan Dolan. Okay, I hope I'm spelling it right now, Ethan. Alex, I said, the most important thing is light. If you get light, it will light your videos up. It will make them sharper as well. I have been watching your videos, Alex, so they're all good. I was lucky enough to spend a week on HMS Iron Duke during drugs busts in France. Wow. I do like it when the big aircraft carriers come into Portsmouth. Like a couple of months ago, the HMS Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth came in. I would like to see that. It was nice when the Illustrious used to come in as well. Lived in Basingstoke in the 80s. I've only been to Basingstoke once, Philip. Strange place. Is the X-Wing starting from episode 1 again? Yes, it will be, George, when it comes. I'm guessing that's going to be here next week, actually. Kevin Larkin, HMS Victory has built a Chatham dockyard and is now a historical museum. Kevin, I don't know any of this, so this is why I'm enjoying the Bismarck build, because I'm learning the history while I'm doing the build. So I'm going to get the same effect with the HMS Victory, I guess. So... I am trying to get some input from D'Agostini to see if they can help out with the build, though. Not so much as supplying the parts and paying for it, because I'm happy to do that. But anything they want me to talk about for people that are doing the build, I think it would be good to have that sort of forum. Because they do have someone that builds things on Model Space, but there's no interaction with the audience, and it's sometimes sped up. Sometimes it does detail what they're doing, but again, it's a one-way forum. It doesn't answer questions. I'm hoping that I can fill that gap for them. But I'm not collaborated or anything, so don't think that. It's just something I want to do. Big time. You just got a new PC so you can live stream. Yay! I suppose it's your busy time of year now. Summer's coming, isn't it? You must be inundated. Everyone wants tattoos in the summer. Philip, they didn't have glass when I went. You walked on the walkway above the wreck. Really? Oh my God. Well, I said it's changed since then. I remember the old Blue Peter thing and being on the news with the yellow structure around it. And they lifted it out of the water, and I remember it collapsing as well. I think one of the supports gave way. Zombie Biker 600. As I'm over 6 foot navigating around HMS Victory, provided me with a bad back, a thumpy headache from whacking the beams. Nelson must have been small. They must have all been midgets back then. Oh no, that's not politically correct. They must have been vertically challenged back then. I'm sorry if I've upset any vertically challenged people. See, watch what I say, Wayne. Keith Teasdale. Hey, Wayne. Hope you and the family. We're doing absolutely fine, thank you. Even better now we've got a long weekend coming up. That's going to be great. I'm doing my honeymoon in August. I got married in October last year, and I'm going on a honeymoon to Scotland in August. I'm going to be staying in a log cabin in Loch Lugnaig, just outside Callander. Oh, it's going to be lovely. So in August, videos are either going to be done in advance or you're going to have to wait. I'm trying to get at least 4 to 5 videos out a week at the moment. But I really enjoyed doing that Retro Spectrum one, which is why I want to make a series. And I did want to do it every 2 weeks. There's no way the Rubik's Cube one's going to be done by Sunday. So I'm hoping that will be out for next Sunday. And I am getting my dad's laptop, his Amstrad PC512 laptop, which was one of the first laptops which ever came out. I'm going to bring that along. See what you think of that. It should be fun. The Traveller has come. I'd sell most of my Ghostbusters. Kids keep wanting food. Svi had the same thing with my Star Wars figures. The HMS Victory is the world's oldest naval ship still in commission. Wow. I wasn't aware of that either. Fleetwood Dre, that's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. I love it. It's pride of place, I'm telling you. She wants her treat. She can come up in a minute, Mrs. Wildaway, and I'll open them for her. Fleetwood Dre, you got a friend for life there now, I'm telling you. There's some great metal Ghostbusters figurines at the B&M stores. We got a B&M right near me. I might have to go and look at that. As a matter of fact, I need some new plants. I'm an avid gardener. I love gardening. So my garden's looking really nice at the moment. But yeah, I need to go B&M and get some more plants. You were 7 years old in 1984, Lee. I was 11 years old in 1984. In 1984, I was watching The Karate Kid. Hey, London Film and Comic Con this year. It's not only got Johnny, William Zabka, and Kreese, Martin Cove, but it's got a lot of the cast from the new Cobra Kai series. I am not missing that. Big time. Can't wait for that. Wayne, what is your most expensive build to date? The DeLorean. Big time. Alex VIP. Hey. Yeah, the DeLorean. Big time. Not so much for the build, but all the cock-ups I made on the build, I had to pay for them. All these builds that you see here, apart from the Thunderbird there, I've paid for, just like you guys. So if something's gone wrong, and it's my fault, I have to buy another issue or order another issue. So, yeah, by a long way, the DeLorean. Lee Portsmouth loves you too, Wayne. Well, look, I'm hoping to get down to Portsmouth at the end of the month. So, it's going to be good. We like, me and Mrs. Wilder Wayne like the water margin over in Gunwharf. The all-you-can-eat Chinese. Narcoleptic Tinkerer. My little Jack Russell Lulu passed away nearly 2 years ago now. I'm still finding things buried around the house. I think I need to tidy my house more often. Yeah, it's going to be the same here. We find things in the most stupid places. Philip Letley, I'm in the Channel Islands. I often travel through Portsmouth when Condor Ferris is running. The last time I went through, Queen Elizabeth just arrived and the old one was in, so that was good. That's another place I'd like to visit. Some of the Channel Islands, like Guernsey or Jersey. I know Mrs. Wilder Wayne really wants to go to Guernsey. But, you know, money's limited. There's only so much I can do. I'd love to take the kids to Disney World next year. I've been to Disney World 4 times in the past, but the last time I went was well over 10 years ago, and I know so much would have changed now. Great idea visitation using footage. Assured Creative, that's what I want to do. The trouble is, and it's tricky, I've spoke to Portsmouth Dockyard, that the video that I'm using, the footage, as in the filmed footage for the Victory, I can't monetize because it's not for commercial purposes only. Even though I will be advertising the Portsmouth Dockyards. If I've got pictures and I'm matching them up, that's absolutely fine, no problems at all. So the first picture, the first video, in other words, you won't see any ads on it because it won't be monetized. But that was the deal for that. But that's what I want to do. Red City, hi Wayne, hi everyone. Late to the show. Any news on delivery of Terminator subscription? I've had a payment taken out on the 17th. Red City 1965, I've checked my account today and I've had a delivery notification that they've been sent out today. And also my Bismarcks have been sent out today up to issue 14. So, check. Because, yeah, mine are definitely on there today. Sophia, it's gone mental at work. This is the first night in ages I haven't had to sit here drawing something up. Yeah, I figured my friend who's a tattoo. Look, see, I've got that's my beach tattoo there. 5 lines. And that needs rework, Sophia. Look, it's faded big time now. But, yeah, he used to be inundated in the summer. Big time. remember watching the Mary Rose being raised off school for some reason. Everyone was, I think. Oh, actually, I think sometimes they showed it in school. I remember the first shuttle launch. They got us into the school hall with one of those TVs that used to have the shielded doors that you open up to keep the sunlight out. And we got to watch the shuttle launch. That was excellent. Build a portable studio for the honeymoon. Sure, Miss World Away, man. Mine. Alex McDonald, I tell you, the view that's from this log cabin. It's got a hot tub as well. I can't wait. Alex, I don't have a boggling, though. I remember them, though. You used to keep putting your fingers in their mouth and just jiggling them around. I lived in Sark for 17 years now. Wow. Oh. I watched the Dice Man series, and he went to Sark on one of the episodes. Actually, the guy who did the Dice Man, if anyone remembers out of the Discovery channel, Russell Harris, he actually hires out his house now as a Airbnb. He lives in a water tower in Lyme Regis? Near Manchester. And he hires out the top penthouse of this water tower. I was like, wow. So if you want to meet someone famous, you can hire a room in his house. Go see the SS Great Britain. Well worth a visit if you're into ships. Red City, I've only just got into ships. You know, I've seen them before and all that. I've been around them. But since building them and learning about every individual thing on it, I think I've got a newfound inspiration for it. And it goes to show, because my Bismarck videos is the most watched out of anything on my channel. I thought Star Wars and like the R2-D2 and the Millennium Falcon would be, but no. Anything to do with World War II, ships, old ships, that sort of thing, people love. And I'll tell you another thing that I said I said this in the last stream that I did, is the trains. Getting into some steam trains and some of these old type trains would bring in a whole new audience to the channel, which I haven't even like scratched at yet. And see, my dad's an avid railway modeller. He's in O gauge and N gauge, so he's got loads of equipment. But I'd just like to build a steam engine, preferably something like the Hogwarts Express, or like Paint with Penny's doing the Flying Dutchman would be excellent as well. I think one of them, I think it's D'Agostini, is it? Or is it Hachette? Doing the C-57 Japanese steam engine, which looks good as well. But that'll probably be another thing on the horizon. But I can't. I have got a real job in real time as well. So I've got to watch that I'm not putting too much pressure on myself. Otherwise, this great hobby will turn into a chore. I'm sure it will. I don't want that. So. Anthony Hewitt, hi Wayne. For the retros, have you thought about getting 1 or 2 Star Wars Kenner figures? Anthony Hewitt, have you seen any of my old videos? I used to have all the Kenner figures on the back wall. Mint on card sort of things, but they're in my loft. I could put a couple there, I suppose, because they're doing nothing. They're sitting in a box in the loft at the moment. They were the vintage collection, so they were re-released. I do have a couple of the original ones, but I prefer something like they've got the old Kenner Jabba's Palace. Could be good, couldn't it? I suppose. I want to get, if anyone remembers it, or they know where I can get one, because they're bloody hard to find. Oh, I swore. E.T. We've been looking at E.T. figures, because I want an E.T. here. Now, in the 80s, they came up with a... What? Mrs. World Away, the water margin's no longer there. Oh, my God. Oh, I can see you've answered it. No. Oh, we're not coming to Portsmouth anymore. Yeah, an E.T. It was an E.T. figure. It felt rubbery and it had a light up finger. And I remember you could pull the little yellow end of the finger off and it would just have a bulb there. I'm trying to get that E.T. That's the next thing I want to get. So if anyone sees it, can you link me to it? Because that's something I want. I can't believe you've just gutted me now. Paul W. I can't believe that. That's just shocked me. That used to do thriving business. You know what it is? The rents have been put up so much. That's why Next went and replaced with Ralph Lauren, I think's there now, because they put the rent so high in Gunwharf Quays. I can't believe the water margin's gone. Oh my God. Oh well. There you go. Yo, Wayne, you opened up Star Wars Galaxy Edge Yeah, they are opening. That was later on this year, isn't it? I've got a friend who's going out to Disney for that opening, but I think I'd let them do all the teething problems before I'd like to see that. You get assigned work duties because you're not expected to stay in that hotel for the whole length of your stay, only for a few days or a couple of days. And in that time, you get work duties and things to do. So that could be interesting. Yeah, Alex, I saw the Terminator 6 trailer. I'm not overly impressed with it at the moment. Ethan, you watch Ferris Bueller's Day Off. It's ironic you had a day off. How you getting on with the Bismarck? Alan Dent, really good. I'm having a bit of problem at the moment with all the underside of the deck, and then when I'm turning it over, some of my bits are bent. And a lot of you guys have been, I've said on the last Bismarck series about the structure supports for the breakwater, an easier way to do that. So next time we do that in the next issue, I'm going to show you the way that you guys have suggested. Ethan, I can't wait for Ghostbusters 3, but don't you think it's a bit strange that it's going to be out next year and all we've had is that tiny teaser? I thought there'd be a little bit more promotion for that. The Back to the Future steam engine. I would, but it's not in the scale that I want. Randy Cooper does one. You could do a search on Google for Randy Cooper. He does one. Mrs. Welder Wayne, you're saying Scotsman, and I don't know what the context is. Is that what you want? You want a Scotsman? I wish I could speak Scottish. I speak Scottish, you might have a Scotsman. Martin, I would be really interested to see DeGustini do a large scale of the RMS Titanic. I think that would do really well, Mark Knight, but I think the licensing would be absolutely mental. I know that's why the Titanic exhibition used to change hands a lot. I think it's still at the Luxor in Vegas at the moment. My issue of DeLorean was taken out on the 20th of this month. Lee, if you don't mind, could you drop me a mail when you get your subscription through? Because I'm not a member of any of the Back to the Future channels now. So I don't know when the subscribers are getting their issues in. It would be interesting to know when you get your 126 to 130 or 31 in. I built the C-57 Soon Chase, a brilliant model. Oh, Philip, it's good to hear that then, because I'm in an R in about that one. It does look really good, doesn't it? Alex McDonald, I wanted to do the Bismarck as well, but I have the DeLorean and the Terminator on the go. And if Ecto-1 and the Batmobile come out, I won't be able to get them. Alex, welcome to my world. It's one of these things that, you know, you're just going to start it and then think, oh. But if I start something, I've got to finish it. It's the OCD in me. Got an original X-Wing model at home without box, but worth 50 plus. Are you talking about the one with the push down R2-D2 and the wings open? Because the Kenner one, I used to have one of them. I used to have the old Kenner Millennium Falcon as well. They re-released the Millennium Falcon about 12, 15 years ago. And I remember them. We've got an Argos clearance warehouse where I live out in Corby. They were selling them off for £80 each. Now, if you look on eBay, I think they're going between £500 and £600 each now. Makes me wish I bought loads of them. Ah, is she? I wasn't aware of that, Fleetwood J. I do try and catch Paint with Penny's live stream. There was one on yesterday, but I was too busy yesterday. I couldn't watch the whole thing. Mark Knight, it's not on Amazon. I've checked that, and I've really tried eBay, but no. eBay don't have it either. I wish they did. I like Mrs. Welder Wayne's moderating the chats. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm Cat253. In answer to your question, I'm a man of the world. I really live and let live. That's the answer to your question. Hasbro re-released the original style figures from 77 and 80s for the new retro line. Anthony, haven't they been doing that with the vintage collection? Because I had all the vintage collection figures on the wall. Look at some of my earlier figures, videos, and you'll see them on before I moved the man cave over. I had them all on the wall. Yeah, Narcoleptic Tinkerer. I did link that on Twitter. The Back to the Future musical. Wow, that could be interesting, couldn't it? Back to the Future musical. I said the Flying Dutchman, did I? Not the Flying... Oh, right, did I? We should build the Flying Dutchman. We can make it an invisible ship. It could be an invisible build. See, it's because I've got ships on the mind, not trains. One track mind. I can only think of one thing at a time. The steam train for Back to the Future 3 was absolutely huge. They used to have it sat down on the ride side. Yes, Mark Knight, I've seen it. As a matter of fact, I think I've got a picture of it as well when I was in Universal Studios. But obviously, I don't know what's there now because they got rid of the ride and stuck the Simpsons ride there. Yeah, Paper Penny. I'm always making errors like that. Can you please do the Swedish kingship Vasa? I've seen Kinghead. I've seen the Vasa on was it D'Agostini site? That's an interesting one as well. But I've got to be limited because whatever I go for, I'm going to be pinned down for 2 years. This victory isn't going to be an easy build. I know it isn't, and I think it's going to be a lot more challenging than anything we built at the moment. How are you getting on the X-Wing? I haven't started it yet, Alan. I'm hoping it will deliver soon. Oh, they haven't started filming. You'd think they would, those three, wouldn't you? Because surely that's going to need a lot of CGI, and they can't just bang up CGI in a year. But we'll see. What do you think of WWE 24/7 Championship? Not even going into Lesnar winning. No, I mean, Lesnar coming back was absolutely crazy. I don't like the design of that 24/7 belt, but I suppose it does give others a chance. The Raw that I went to was okay because I don't know if you saw my Twitter feed. I was watching WWE Raw at the O2 last Monday, and it was all right. It wasn't the best one I've seen, I have to say. I think they need the WWE are asking for writers at the moment. I think they're in desperate need of writers, big time. Push down R2D. Always wanted the Falcon. I used to love the Falcon where you used to turn the gun at the top and it used to make that cranking sound with, and you shove a Luke up upside down underneath it. Have you seen the 80s Airfix Harrier jump jet lander set that you control the hook to land on the ship? Really? No, I haven't, Alex, no. Andy Glogo, hi Wayne, do you have any updates regarding Necto 1? In America next year, no idea about this country. It seems like the Netherlands are last getting everything at the moment, though, so who knows? Have you got the X-Wing over there? I'll send you a message on Instagram when I get my issues with DeLorean. Thank you, Lee. That'd be perfect. Brian, I think it would be cool if DRXD would do a C3A build up along the R2D2. Brian, that's a good idea, but I mean, like, with the C3PO there, you can light up his eyes and perhaps have some talking. If they were to make it motorized so it moves, perhaps. But if not, I can't see how that would cover 100 issues. They'd need to make it 100 issues to have a return on the investment. Because they need to make a profit on those sort of things. A 1/8 scale Wonder Woman's invisible plane. For one of my Back to the Future videos coming up, probably, where are we, 126? For issue 130, I'm going to do something special. And it's going to involve the Grey Sports Almanac there. Should be fun. So watch this space for issue 130. Where do you order the Bismarck? Kinghead, I ordered the Bismarck through Harchette's website directly. On the end of my videos, you'll see the link. If you're in another country, the only way you're going to get it, I think, is eBay. And you need to find a reputable seller. Now, I do sell mine on eBay because I'm buying mine from the shop. And as they get delivered to me, I'm selling them. We have posted to America before as well, but the postage is, and I keep telling people if you don't know this, for 4 magazines to go to America costs £30, so that's about $40. Now each magazine is £8.99 here, which is around about $11 over in America. So you're looking at $44 just for the magazines, and then like $45 at least for the postage. So you're looking $85 a month, I reckon, to get any of these part builds sent over to America, but I don't know what country you're in, so I hope that helps. You can probably hear my neighbour's child bouncing on the trampoline outside. I said that would happen, but if I shut that door, you're going to watch a man cook. 24/7, the Waffle House style. And I've been building DB5. I'm on the waiting list for Ecto 1. I'd love to do 1960 Batman. I wish Terminator was available for... they've had a lot of people asking about that, Brian, but it's licensing. I've got a funny feeling licensing in different countries is more expensive as well. So... Oh, you live in Norway? Oh, right, okay. It's probably cheaper then. Postage would be cheaper, I reckon, going to Norway. Someone on YouTube, Video Bob, actually owns the original screen used Grey Sports Automatic. It's really interesting video to watch. Video Bob. Have you got a link? Mark Knight. I'll see if I can find something. Hang on. Video Bob. Video Bob DeLorean. Oh, I see, yeah. Bob Mosley you're talking about. Video Bob Mosley. Yeah, me and Bob Mosley don't get on very well. I had a run-in with Bob Mosley. He used to be one of the... He had something to do with the band Pantera years ago. Yeah, we didn't see eye to eye on some stuff. So, that's the last I know of Bob Mosley. I don't think he gets on with Joe Walser either. He's made a lot of, not enemies, but yeah, I just don't have anything to do with him. So sorry, Mark Knight. I probably wouldn't watch his channel. Right, I'm going to bring Phoebe up here because she's got some treats to eat. Phoebe! Come on! What have I got for you? What have I got for you? Look! Fleetwood J has bought you something. Look, what's this? What's that? Let's open it up. Let's open it up. You've got some white rawhide knot bones. Oh, are you ready? Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Yeah, I'll get them out. Hang on. Right, are you ready? You can have one. You don't have more than one because you'll bury it. What's that? There you go. Come here. Right, so you've just dropped it. Right. Yeah. Got in. Say goodbye to everyone. Bye-bye. Right, she's probably going off to bury that now. Thank you, Fleetwood J. She's rolling around. She's rolling around on the floor on top of it. I wish I could show you. The dog is absolutely crazy. I think I dropped the dog. That's crazy stuff. Yeah, Mark Knight. Yeah, Bob Mosley. I don't get on with him. One of my old wallpapers that I had. I'll tell you what it was. One of the old wallpapers of my Back to the Future DeLorean builds. He claimed was his, and wanted me to take them all down. When I showed him that I had actually made one of the wallpapers, and then it was like, why is he nicking my... Oh, it was just a big hoo-ha. So that was partly one of the reasons why I changed all the wallpaper on my thumbnails for the DeLorean, because I was just fed up with it all. But it was a storm in a teacup which just didn't need to be done. And yeah, she is enjoying the treat. Phoebe, come here. Do you want to come up again? Come here then. She's buried it. You're going to sit there then. Look in the camera. Look, smile at people. Give them a big smile. There's a good girl. Well, Phoebe, everyone's seeing you and we're going to be going soon, aren't we? And they didn't get to see you 2 weeks ago. Did they? No. You're just hot, aren't you? I'd hate to be a dog in this weather with your fur coat. What do you like? Go on, go eat your bone. Oh, bless them. Okay, look, it's coming up to 9 o'clock. I'm going to end it a little bit earlier tonight because I've got loads of videos still to do this week. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be having the DeLorean out. That's going to be out from about 8 o'clock. It's a long one. It's about 11, 12 minutes long. But I do go into detail about all the lights and stuff that I put on it and what's coming in the last issue. So I hope you can tune in for that one. And then my next video, as I said, are going to be out the normal times next week. Should be. I don't think the bank holiday is going to interfere with it much at all. But look, thank you for coming and watching. I hope you like what we've talked about tonight. And I will see you in a couple of weeks. Take care. I've got to press the stop button now.